I'm so sorry we're not talking about your deck, by the way. I would like to apologize very fervently that we're not talking about your deck right now. Okay, we have Deadeye Navigator. Do we have a combo? No, we don't. Okay. Shoutouts. Cool. That's just a reset at Faerie Artisans. We're the fairest gamer of them all. Little interested in the lack of a Faerie Harbinger. Right, Faerie Harbinger. When it comes into play, search your library for Faerie card, reveal it, put it on, shuffle your library, put it on top, and then it has flash so you can hold up interaction. That's kind of double whammy. That's kind of good. You could also just do Recruiter the guard stuff, which you already are doing. Very good. Awesome. I would like to note that Populate would be very interesting in this deck, because Populate lets you keep those tokens forever. I'm pretty sure we must be already on them. No, we're not. Okay, wow. So prevent all combat damage that be dealt to you this turn. That's just a fog. And then Populate. So you can create a token that's a copy of a creature token you control. Great news. The Faerie Artisan tokens are creature tokens. Populate X times. I was running it, but wasn't really having too much problems getting fairies. Weird, because you said I would like to get this list a little more consistent and resilient. I totally forgot about Populate when building this deck. Yeah, full flowering, Populate X times. That's hilarious. Behavior, upkeep, Populate. That one's a little slow. At the beginning of your end step. If this was each end step, this would be a fucking perfect card for this deck. It would be a little too strong because you could block with a 1/1 Spirit forever. But still. Being able to combat on your turn, Populate. That seems a little expensive for... I would not pay this much for this card. But it's something to consider. Especially since it can get got by Recruiter. Populate. Creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. Okay. That's fine. I think 3 mana is like kind of hard. Sundering Growth is pretty great. Just disenchant plus Populate. Okay, so we got a lot of objects here that populate. Oh, it's an instant too. That's sexy. All right, so I do not like... Unless we're already doing Archaeomancer stuff. We're not already doing Archaeomancer stuff. So hear me out. We're going to go down Deadeye Navigator. He's just too expensive to be doing fair things. Yeah, these are all cool. Resto. I don't know if I like Resto that much. All these other ones I'm fucking with. And part of the reason why I'm making so many cuts... So you said you didn't need Harbinger. That's fine. Emil. Okay, that makes sense. Soul Herder, Reflector Mage, Recruiter, Rex Sage. I think Rex Sage is sort of past its time, and we already have Sundering Growth in. Rex Sage is fine in a Flicker deck, but we already have Lauren, right? Dog, you're running Rex Sage and not Lauren? Huh? Dog, we're living in the present. For a few more dollars, you get free cards. I don't know. I'm just kind of hesitant about this effect so much on our 99 cards. Because our commander already does it. We have Flicker spells. Like, I don't know if I like Abuelo. Dowerport Mage makes sense. Coiling Oracle makes sense. I don't like Spirited Companion because we're just going to be dedicating all of our Flickers to Faerie Artisans anyway. Charming Prince can only do it at sorcery speed, which is a little shit. Selfless Saver should probably be Mother of Runes. Populate. Enters type creature sort MV. So now you're able to populate things by flickering the creature that enters and populates. Okay, no. So there's nothing that really does that. Parting Gust. Parting Gust is very good. So here are my next two inclusions. We have Eternal Witness already. We already have Ephemerate, so you do Spell Seeker. So Spell Seeker can go grab full flowering. It can go grab Ephemerate. It can go grab any of your removal. It can go grab a Fog. And then if you have Eternal Witness, what you're able to do is you can loop Ephemerates to get back any spell from your graveyard repeatedly, which lets you full flowering repeatedly every turn if you want. And then we can go... Maybe not Gossip's Talent. I don't like anything that flickers at sorcery speed. It's kind of fun to do it at instant speed when there's a new trigger. Swiftfoot Boots for why? Like I don't understand this. Once again, I don't like the sorcery speed flicker. Pain Harmonicon's too expensive. I like this one better because it's 2 mana. I like that it's fun toolboxy stuff that this deck is intending to do. Awesome. Yes, I concur. So, we freed up a few more slots to dedicate to this package. We can do Archaeomancer. And I know, like, there's Timeless Witness, right? Timeless Witness is a 4-mana Eternal Witness. But this is a wizard that you can get with Step Through. And great news. Step Through can Wizard Cycle for Spellseeker, which can get Ephemerate, which can Ephemerate the Spellseeker, which then can Ephemerate the Spellseeker. So now you get 2 spells. You get Sylvan Tutor, you get full flowering. Sylvan Tutor goes and grabs... Or Worldly Tutor goes and grabs Faerie Artisans. Faerie Artisans, you draw next turn, you play Faerie Artisans, you populate into a big thing, and then you go, okay, like Commander somewhere in there, full flowering somewhere in there. Right, you're just moving a lot of things around. Anti-Causal Vestige. It can get Reflector Mage. Oh, Reflector Mage is a very good one. You're not running the cool art of a Reflector Mage, though, this one. Oh, he's so hot. Even if he has a giant hole in his chest. He has a cool cat, too. Think about it. That's his character flaw, exactly. You're running Honest to God Flicker. Okay, hang on. Let me get you there, pal. Looks like Prince. Yeah, what's wrong with looking like Prince, dog? Prince looked good. I'm thinking like Omen Hawker. Omen Hawk Tua. Starfield Shepherd. And you're kind of spelled for choice. You can get Mockingbird, Mother of Runes, Omen Hawker with the 1-drop mode, and then it can also get Plains for you, and then you can flicker it, which is like a triple whammy of synergy in this deck. Honestly, maybe like Curious Farm Animals. Right? Just a 1-drop that can like just blow up an artifact or enchantment. But oh wait, we're in green. We can do Insidious Fungus. And Insidious Fungus can act as ramp on turn 3 to get Rune out next turn, which is kind of cool. Or you can go 1, 2, and then we're at 4. Or you can go directly on 3, 1, 2, and then we go to 5 immediately off of the Insidious Fungus. Either way, those are good. Clifftop Lookout / Risen Reef over non-blinkable ramp. Yeah, like over Cultivate. I would put the Clifftop Lookout in first. For sure, because that guaranteed hits land. Dink, next turn. Ooh, dink, next turn. Dink. Wood Elves. Lush. Okay, that's fine. You're not running Lush Portico. Surely you're running Meticulous. No, you're not running Meticulous Archive either. So surely you're on Hedge Maze. Okay. Problematic. Problematic Media. We're not running Fetch Lands in current year. Do you... what's your budget for lands, pal? Speak to me. Speak to me. Meticulous Archive isn't a forest anyway. That's true. No, you're right there. I wouldn't have been able to fetch it. But you should be running one of the other forests. Do not care. Okay, great. So the fact that you don't care about that, and then also you don't run the good lands, is it's a little scary. You scare me as a commander player, because there's a whole world of fun out there that we can go and find. So like, I don't know if I really like Prairie Stream. I do like the Czech lands. I do not like Seaside Citadel. Although it's probably the most fun land name to say, isn't it? Seaside Citadel. Yeah, we're not going to have that. All right, so ID equals to sort USD. Do you think we'll ever get a full cycle of Burn Willows? Dude, Burn Willows are broken. That's like one of the strongest lands. It's better than Pain Land. Okay, that we were... Sorry, I meant T-Land. So, Meticulous Archive is probably the worst one. We need to get Hedge Maze, and we need to get Lush Portico. Those are our two surveils, because we can fetch those off Wood Elves. And then we can run the Turbulent lands. Those are fine. 2 or more opponents. We're going to have that. Hushwood Verge will have our land types, because we have a bunch of shocks. I don't mind adding the more expensive lands to this deck, just because you did mention that price is not an object, and honestly, they're just nice to have in your collection. I find lands to be one of the best things to buy in Magic the Gathering. It's just like you can just cross-pollinate them with so many different decks. What do you think of the fixing lands? So that's not like a cycle of land. That's like fixing lands in general. I like them. They should be in Magic the Gathering. Is fast land. Atticar Waste, Brushland, Yamamaya Coast. For not Forbidden Orchard. It's Exotic Orchard. Lands are the most important, most boring thing to buy. I disagree. I think lands are a lot of fun. I like Verges personally. Well, great news. There's a lot of Verges in this deck. We can do the Triome. Tranquil Landscape. Demolition Field. Spar's Headquarters. It's already done. Maybe one extra forest. Or you can go Bushwhack. Let's do Bushwhack. This is keepable. Draw. Tap land. Next turn. Razor Verge Thicket. Pass. Felia. Flash it on your end step. Gleaming Bastion. Blue. Omenhawker. 1/2. Dour Portmage. Swing with Felia. Flicker Dour Portmage. Put a counter on Felia. People are always like, oh, how do you get through with Felia all the time? It's like, dog. Felia is a dog. This is not a hand I would keep. This is not a hand I would keep. This is not a hand I would keep. Dude, where are my lands? Okay. Draw. Dink. Next turn. This is my turn 3 board. There's always one player whose turn 3 board looks like this. You hit them. And then you put a counter on Felia. You think they're ever blocking this fucking thing? After it gets a counter on it every turn? No way! Get real. Farseek. And now you get Meticulous Archive. Oh, I didn't add it. Hedge Maze. Sakashima, graveyard, land, swing, flicker your Omen Hawker. So I'm noticing an issue where we don't have the fucking card we built our deck around. That's not a bad thing. It is. Flicker Wisp out. Displacer Kitten maybe out. We just have a lot of creatures and not that many instants. Like, we have like some amount of instants. She works fine with the Archaeomancer stuff. You know what? Yeah, he's probably fine. Probably fine. Emil's a bit expensive. Once again, I'm just hesitant about this effects because we just have that in the command zone. Neoform, honestly. Just turn a 3-drop into fucking the card you like. Yeah, that's pretty good. Formidable Speaker's already in. You can do Elvish Harbinger. Elvish Harbinger's interesting because you can go and get Formidable Speaker, which gets anything. Elvish Harbinger also can get Wood Elves and Fauna Shaman. And then also Elvish Harbinger goes from 3 to 5 mana, which is good for Rune. So those are all reasons to consider that one. I'd keep this. A little scared here. Okay, we hit our land. 1, 2, 3, 4. Displacer Kitten. Dreamroot Cascade. Pass. Green. Other Worldly Tutor rather. Dink. Flicker Coiling Oracle. Selfless Spirit, put a hand. Faerie Artisans. 1, 2, Selfless Spirit. Pass. Someone tries to mill us or something, you can go Druid's Deliverance. Flicker, or like tries to kill Displacer Kitten. Draw this card. Next turn. And then here you can go 1, 2, 3, 4. You can tap now like a moron so you can hold open swords. Faerie Artisans. White. Swords of Plowshare's your thing. Coiling Oracle. Trigger. Mystic Gate into play. Ah, yeah, the gate's awesome. Okay, and then here, like, World's your oyster, right? Is there a reason not to run 9 fetches? I mean, no. You should run some amount of fetches. Probably over Mystic Gate. Spar's Headquarters. I just think you're never fetching for Spar's Headquarters. We can just run all the on-callers. Because, like, I don't know. Some people have, like, a bad taste in their mouth when it comes to, like, running off-color fetches. And, like, that's fair. And honestly, I don't think you need to go that overboard for a 3-color deck anyway. Maybe Mechanical Sanctum could come out. Because I do like the new Marvel lands, kind of. Is there a reason, like, in general? Like, what do you mean? Like, for why people don't like to run the off-color fetches? It's ugly. Is that a good first reason? Feel stupid? It's like the same reason like why like running Urborg or Yavimaya outside of their colors feels a little weird. I think the Marvel lands are better in deck. Yeah, that's fair, but also like I don't know, it's fine. Dude, Like, extort feels totally fine in white. Can I be entirely honest? Like, I do not, like, mind the extort reminder attacks. Firebending's weird to me. Extort's not. And I know they're okay for the same reasons. Actually, yeah, you're right. I think I do prefer to have the Sea Chrome Coast. Whoops. What fast sign did I just cut? Botanical Sanctum. People get so angry about extort, it's so weird. I mean, maybe in like 2012, did you meet like time travelers or something? They get angry because it's on blind obedience, dude. I mean, a lot of Commander players are in fact stuck in 2012. I mean, I wish you were wrong. Okay, we have 2 more slots to play around with. I'm trying to think about how to better tutor for this gameplay object. I mean, we're already doing it a lot. Maybe just like, we already have Mom. We already have Starfield Shepherd. We already have Lorien Bushwhack, so we have 40 lands. Green Sun Zenith. So you've not read this card. And double whammy because you said to add Dryad Arbor, which I fucking hate in Commander decks. Gwyn Quichocod. So big problem is that the fairies aren't green. You could get Formidable Speaker, and then Formidable Speaker gets you the thing. But honestly, I'm a lot more scared about it dying and then us never getting it back. We have Eternal Witness. But we could run, like, the Balaged Recovery. And then also what I think could be very good is Angel of Indemnity. When this creature enters, return target permanent card with mana value 4 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. And guess what's mana value 4? Was Extort a thing in 2012? I'm pretty confident. Oh, Extort sort date is first printing. Basilica Guards were printed in 2012 in Gatecrash. Look at me. Not only did I call it, but like direct date. This hand's cracked as fuck. Tap land. Next turn. Adhikar Waste. 1/2. Farseek. Meticulous Archive. Not Meticulous Archive. Hedge Maze. Forgot we only added the forests. Surveil 1. Eladamri's Call. Top. Yep, top. Next turn. Sea of Clouds. 1, 2. Eladamri's Call. Faerie Artisans. Oh, that goes to hand. Next turn. Commander. 1, 2, 3, 4. Faerie Artisans. Pass. So now we have Faerie Artisans protected by Rune. You can swing with Rune too because he has Vigilance. Dink dink. Flicker Faerie Artisans. We have a token of something. We get another token of something. Next turn. Flood Farm Verge. 1, 2, 3, 4. Spark double Faerie Artisans. So now we're gonna get. Oh no, I guess you do it on Rune. Because now you have 2 flickers up. And then you also have access to Druid's Deliverance as well to fog a combat and proliferate or populate one of these tokens. So I noticed that Soul Herd is a little trapped in the hand. I think Soul Herder and Felia, unlike a traditional flicker deck, which is this is not, actually not the best. Because we want a bunch of instant speed flickers that we can flicker our objects with, and Rune just already does that very well. Gatecrash was 2013. RTR. I forgot what it was. Either way, it was close enough. Come on. 2012 is not 1 year off. My God. My fault. I'm not perfect. My mistake. I was wrong. I'm falling from the sun, like falling from the sky, Icarus style. I flew too close to the sun. Infinite apologies. Please forgive me. Also, by the way, if you do not buy deck reviews for next week, you hate me. It's my birthday. I'm streaming on my birthday for you all. The main reason it's Soul Hurt is that it's because it's part of a secret rare for Loon. Oh, I see. I mean, it still just is not a good card in this deck. It's okay. Pause. It's okay. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. It's a fine card. You can keep Soul Herder then if the art matters. Yeah, I'm just one who believes that your pet cards should have a good home. And this does not seem like the goodest home for it. Honestly, just like a bird's. Hate to be boring. So we're going to fetch first. Because surveilling one makes us more likely to hit a land. Dope. Honestly, actually, maybe you go Rune here. And then next turn you tutor for the Faerie Artisans. Because we have Omen Hawker in play. But if we hit a land, we could still play Coiling Oracle this turn. Always hit the land. Oh, it's so easy. Stupid morons. Come on. Get on my level. So, like, yeah, this is set up very nicely on turn 6, turn 7. The 6-7 curve, as it were. I always thought Coiling Oracle was Lonus's dad. Thoughts? No. No way. Because I figured this out recently. Lonus is a dude. And I'm just saying that, like, if this is Lonus's dad, Lonus caught none of those genetics. This is a guy. Oh, wow. Whoa. I think Lonus literally has the twink tag. There's a tag, I swear. Hang on, wait. It isn't displayed publicly. Oh, tag twink. What? Art tag. A tag, A tag, A tag. It's A tag. There we go. This is not a twink. These people need to grow up. I forgot about that one. Oh, look at this little fairy. Oh, you queer. This is so gay. Wait. New magic ship just dropped, dude. These are part of the same cycle. Right? No. Okay, so they're not part of a cycle. Is there an untagged cycle on Scryfall? 1, 2. Half of these aren't loading. 3. I guess this isn't, because this is the repartee one. Dog, can we load? Okay, great. Yeah, no, this is a cycle. Wait, no, it isn't. Oh, no! Heartbroken. Wait, maybe? Almost. There isn't a blue 2-drop that's a student. There isn't a blue 2-drop student, so it isn't a cycle. I'm doing a video on cycles soon, so I'm always like hyper vigilant about like maybe a card's part of a cycle. Anyway, this feels great. I'm struggling to think about what else to talk about with this list, because honestly I feel like it's doing everything kind of okay. We can't cut Guardian Project, we can't cut, maybe we can cut Defense. Defense just feels a little slow. When exactly do they get too buffed to be considered twinks? I don't know. It's vibes. Just vibes. Twink cycling. Wait, Gavin, let me in on Mystery Booster 4. You can have a cycle of cards. It'd be like, for blue, it'd be twink cycling. I think it's blue. And then for red, it'd be butch cycling. And then for green, it would be, does Gavin even know what a twink is? I think so. Bear cycling for green, yeah. And then black would be, oh shit, what's the opposite of butch? I forgot. I'm not a lesbian. I always forget it. Because butches just take up way more of the air. The gravitas. Femme. Is it femme and butch? I could have sworn it wasn't femme and butch. Yeah, goth cycling for black. Damn, let me in. We got a whole cycle. I've been thinking about how good of a designer I'd be at Wizards of the Coast. I'd be fire. Not fire design. Wait, hang on. That has implications of me being a bad designer. Whitest Princess cycling! Twink cycling is black, actually. I don't know. Maybe. Probably. A black or blue. It could be Demir. Okay, maybe not Flicker or Fade. It does a little bit too little for being so expensive. Maybe this is a Cloud Shift deck, and this is not. I typed Cloud Shift deck. This is not something I do lightly. But Cloud Shift is 1 mana, so it lets you curve a little nicer with Recruiter. No, we're always playing Faerie Artisans on turn 6 and Rune on 5. This is wrong. So I guess we do like, instead of running the Reclamation Sage from earlier, we can run Chomping Changeling. And the reason is that it has a bigger butt, and so it can block 1/1s. Let's get our Lush Portico.
Survey 1, Graveyard. Defense of the Heart's really good. That card's incredible. Hurricane Signet. Next turn. Brush land. 1, 2, 3, 4. Defense of the Heart. Probably not triggering. That's fine. Rune. Alright, next turn. This cracks. Faerie Artisans. Dour Port Mage. Honestly, getting Eternal Witness to pick this back up would also be insane. I think maybe we do run Forbidden Orchard. Just because we do not give a fucking shit what our opponents like have in play. And this also feeds our Defense of the Heart, which is very strong. Are we in Riptide? Do we want to be? I don't think so. Because I think we just want to dedicate full force Flickering Faerie Artisans because it's funny. Anyway, I think this is about good to go. We fixed your mana for you. We added a little Starfield Shepherd package. We cut a lot of flicker spells that feel a little bit redundant with the commander. We added another way to go grab Faerie Artisans, and we also had to populate. Okay, this feels like a lot. What about Bright Glass? Bright Glass is cute. What are we getting? Soul Ring, Birds, Insidious Fungus. Yeah, it's just double the price of Starfield Shepherd, but not quite double the value. You could build this deck to be a good Bright Glass deck, but also you need to like really pay attention to your mana sources because it is white, white, green, green. Anyway, thank you.